Hello? Let's try to understand derivatives with Didaxa.
Hey everyone! Let's start strong by creating a flash lesson. We'll choose math as our topic, classic, and for the subtopic, let's dive into derivatives. Yep, the big D word. It might sound tricky now, but trust me, it's not that scary when you take it step by step. Let's see how Didaxa puts it all together for us and makes it actually make sense.
Great, we'll connect everyday speed to slopes, visualize how a derivative appears on a graph, work a concrete example, then have you explain it back. Ready to dive in?
And with Joanne guiding you? Come on, we love Joanne. It's literally impossible not to understand when she explains things. Let's roll. All right, let's wait a few seconds for the lesson to start.
Hello, Mary. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here to tackle derivatives with me. You know what? You're not alone in finding derivatives confusing at first. They're one of those mathematical concepts that can seem really abstract until suddenly everything clicks into place. Today, we're going to change that completely. Let me start with something you experience every single day. Imagine you're on a road trip with your family. Your dad is driving, and you're curious about how fast you're going. Now, there are actually two very different ways to think about speed, and this distinction is the absolute heart of understanding derivatives. First, let's say you've been driving for exactly 1 hour, and you've covered 60 miles. Your average speed for that hour was 60 miles per hour, right? That's straightforward. You take the total distance and divide by the total time. But here's the fascinating part. At any single moment during that trip, when you glance at the speedometer, it might read 55 miles per hour, or 62, or even 70 if you're passing someone. That speedometer reading, that's what we call the instantaneous rate of change. It's telling you exactly how fast you're moving right now at this precise moment, not averaged over some longer period. And Mary, this is exactly what a derivative measures. It captures that right now rate of change, just like your speedometer captures your right now speed. This distinction between average rate over time versus instantaneous rate at a moment is absolutely fundamental to derivatives. Can you think of other situations where this difference between average and instantaneous might matter?
Maybe you could give me some more examples and show me a bit of the math behind it too? Let's see what she's got in mind. Let's give her a moment to think.
Absolutely, Mary. I'm excited you're diving deeper into this. It's fantastic to see your curiosity growing already. Building on our car trip analogy, let's explore a few more real-world examples to really solidify why the difference between average and instantaneous rates is so crucial. Imagine you're tracking your daily steps with a fitness app. Over a week, your average might be about 8,000 steps per day, but right now, during your morning walk, you might be stepping at a rate of 100 steps per minute. That instantaneous rate helps you adjust your pace to meet your goals, just like a derivative pinpoints the exact moment of change. Another example. Think about how a plant grows. The average height increase over a month might be a couple of inches, but the instantaneous growth rate on a sunny day could be much faster due to photosynthesis. Or, in economics, the average price change of a stock over a year versus its fluctuation at a specific hour. Derivatives help traders make split-second decisions based on that right-now data. This concept is powerful because it allows us to predict and optimize in dynamic situations, from science to everyday life. Now, as you asked, let's ease into the mathematical side. The derivative essentially calculates that instantaneous rate using a limit. For a function like position over time, say s of t equals t squared, the derivative at a point gives the slope of the tangent line, which represents velocity. Mathematically, for a function f of x, the derivative f dash.
Hold on, I need a visual infographic to understand more. Can you help me with that? I think she can help. So far, what I understand is that derivatives are basically about how a function changes, kind of like measuring the slope of a curve at a specific point. And I remember there's this formula with a limit, something like the difference in the function's value over a small change in x. As that change gets really, really small, I'm starting to get it, I think.
Of course, Mary. An infographic is a great way to visually organize these ideas. Let's map out the difference between average and instantaneous rates, connect them to real-life examples, and show how the derivative formula ties it all together. I'll include the car trip, step counter, and plant growth examples and link them to the mathematical concept of the derivative. This should help you see how everything fits together, both in everyday life and in math. Take a look at the infographic on the whiteboard as I walk you through it.
Okay, maybe that was a bit too short to really get it all, but I liked the explanation. It's finally starting to make some sense. How about you? Take your first lesson now at Didaxa.ai